Hello, this is Mari Grimes, and I'm recording my thoughts on Castell's treatise on the rise of the network society. So, one of the prompts was, well, what is the revolution? And I think that most people would say that information technology has had a revolutionary effect on the way we do most things in life, but they might not know kind of the correct terminology or understand the historical context between this technological revolution and previous ones like the Revolution. So, quite simply, Castells describes the revolution, a tech revolution, as a major historical event that introduced a pattern of discontinuity in the material basis of the economy, society, and culture. And he defines tech as a amplifier and extension of the human mind, which is expressed in goods, services, and intellectual and material output. And he wrote that tech alters the way we do certain things. So, the way we were born, the way we live, the way we learn, the way we work, the way we produce, the way we consume, the way we dream, the way we fight, and the way we die. And I can grasp the effects of most of those assertions, but I thought it was very fascinating that he included the way we dream. And I was trying to think of an example of like, what does that mean? And is it something so simple as, we play Candy Crush so much that it, shows up in our dreams? Or does technology actually affect our brain activity during sleep? And I wasn't really clear, but I just thought that was an interesting point to consider. One other thing that Castells alluded to was that tech amplifies and extends the human mind. And I thought that was really interesting because it fits in with what McLuhan was saying about the extension of man. So there seems to be some connection and some kind of strand of theoretical understanding of technology about this extension of kind of who we are as a people or as a species, and the way that technology kind of impacts and changes us as a species. I think another aspect of what a technological revolution is, especially this one, is that it's information oriented and it has rapid diffusion. So unlike in the Industrial Revolution, which was, I believe, energy, focused on, it was energy oriented with the steam engine and electricity. Like I said, technology is much, much more focused on information and how it's distributed. Or I would say the Industrial Revolution was more process oriented, and the tech is more info oriented. And this is particularly applied or applicable to the application of knowledge and information in both knowledge generation and in how info is processed. So in the technological revolution, info was processed kind of like in a feedback loop between innovation, uses of innovation, and then that information is fed back to the creators of the technology, and there's this kind of feedback loop that helps kind of extend what the technological revolution is. Also, unlike the Industrial Revolution, the information technology revolution has spread quite rapidly across the globe, really in the last 2 decades. Whereas, in the Industrial Revolution, it took many years and it was really focused and concentrated in the so-called West. So really England, United States, a little bit of France, those areas. So the technological revolution is definitely not isolated or confined, but it does need some types of conditions, and it needs some conditions. One of those is it needs skilled students, researchers, engineers. Well, let me go back. What makes the technological revolution kind of unique is the kind of cultural and historical context in which circumstances came together that marked its evolution. So, for example, the important role that Stanford University played in fostering innovation and the growth of this revolution. So within Silicon Valley, around Stanford, as part of Stanford, there were skilled students, there was researchers, there was engineers who all worked together. They worked together in an environment that was subsidized by Stanford, and this environment allowed innovative ideas to percolate and to integrate and work together. Also, as part of that cultural context, is that there was constant and sustained development of new firms that were birthed by founders of organizations that were already established. And so this created kind of a formula of continuous creation of startups that wasn't really present in other areas of the country that also had little pockets of revolution, technological revolution, like in Boston and I guess in some places like New York. So the second prompt is blended learning a part of the revolution? And I, of course, would say, yes, it is. Going back to Castell's original assertion that it affects or alters the way we are born and live and especially learn, obviously, blended learning, with learning in its title, has an incredible impact on the way we learn, how we gather knowledge, how we process information. And I think it's a obvious part of the technological revolution because the basis of this revolution is information. And in schools, kind of the basic purpose of schooling is kind of the transfer of knowledge and information. So just in that aspect, I would say blended learning is a part of this technological revolution.